In the latest season of Love is Blind Stars, I definitely feel like Scott is leading India on. And personally, I feel like this relationship was doomed from the beginning just because Scott, right out the gate, was coming up with this friendship thing. Like, he was saying, oh yeah, I just feel like we're friends. So, like, I didn't really make a move on you because I feel like we're friends. Friends. Well, I already felt like Scott was downplaying the relationship. But because it was early days and, like I said, it's slim pickings in that villa, India kind of just went along with it. And I think she does genuinely like Scott. So she just thought maybe this is her chance. And maybe she feels like he's like really mature because of his age. But in my opinion, I feel like Scott is very immature and he just chats shit. Like, he just chats to chat. He's very self-absorbed. He loves to hear himself talk and he's very self-centered. Now, I gotta be real. India, gorgeous girl, face cards, body tea, but the girl is boring. The girl is boring. She's definitely given grown woman. She's given ready to be wife. She's given ready to be a housewife. But I'm sorry, the one that's gonna make her housewife is not on this show. And I don't think this show is for her. She's a bit boring. I don't know. Maybe in the next batch of episodes we're gonna see some drama from her, but she's a bit boring. So yeah, I think she's the boring option, darling. I feel like if she's dating within this reality TV dating pool, I'm not surprised she's been unsuccessful. But anyway, like I was saying with Scott, I feel like he's definitely been leading her on. I will say I feel like he has been honest about his feelings. But like I said, he uses a lot of language. I feel like he kind of bum rushes you with the honesty. So he'll be honest, but then bum rush you with all of these things that kind of make you forget. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, if you've been a victim of this, maybe you understand what I'm saying. But anyway, new bombshell comes in the latest episode, Tina. They seem to have history. Seems like they went on one date, but he was locked in with KD, so he didn't really pursue it and she went out early. And I think she came in like at the very end of the series. So it just wasn't going to happen. And I guess the narrative is like she's the one that got away. Like he was always thinking about her, but they just never ran into each other. But now that he's seen her, like it's just brought back all of these feelings and he really wants to pursue it. He's told Tina he's open and he's been honest with India and basically said that he's open. But what kills me, yeah, is like I said, he has basically low-key friend zoned her in the beginning. But like I said, in the beginning, he was basically like, I've always just thought that we were friends, but I'm open to like seeing where it goes. But he's been really romantic with her. He's been kissing her. Apparently they've done stuff in bed. I don't know how far. But yeah, he's been romanticizing her. Before Tina came in, it was kind of giving mum and dad. But seeing the way that he was moving when Ekin-Su was coming in, like kind of thirsty, I already knew it was a matter of time before something else like this happened. But yeah, as I was saying, so he's now having this conversation with India to reveal his interest in Tina, and he's talking about, yeah, I owe it to her and myself. And I'm just thinking, what do you mean you owe it to her? No, you don't fucking owe it to her. You just want to do it, babe. What is this? I owe it to her and myself. You're interested in the girl and you want to pursue her. This is like the bum rush language that I'm talking about. Like, he's trying to make it sound different to what it is. Then he's basically like, yeah, she's like my stereotypical type. She's the one like I would go for. And like, yeah, like I feel like she's the one that got away and I feel like I've got to back myself. So he basically said that she is the hottest thing on legs. She is exactly my type, not you, India. And yeah, I'm going to back myself in pursuing her romantically. And he even was like, oh yeah, that kind of sounds bad now that I've said it out loud, but I'm being honest. Like, what else do you want me to say? Like, I'm being honest with you. And again, it's the bum rushing. And when India's with him, she's just nodding her head like, okay, because she feels like, what can I say? And in the confessional, she was just like, oh my God, like he's actually taking me for an idiot. And yeah, he is, babe. He is. And that's why I feel like I would struggle on this show because I wouldn't want to kiss someone on this show like until like after a week. Like maybe if I can stretch it to 2 weeks because you know what? I can't be doing up romance, kissing you up, and then a bombshell comes in and you're all up on her. But we've already exchanged saliva and now you want to exchange someone else's and now you want to exchange somebody else's saliva. I would just feel like really cheap because you're just using me as a warm body. And then when somebody else comes in, you're ditching me after you've used me as a warm body. But realistically, would I be able to get away with like not kissing the person that I'm coupled up with for like a week? Because, yeah, that's something I would struggle with. But yeah, what do you guys think of Scott? Is this a character issue? Is this a character issue? Because he's coming on this. I've changed from my last stint in here. Like, I'm emotionally mature now, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not trying to be in a toxic relationship. But I feel like Scott may not be as bad as he used to be. But for me, I feel like he runs game in real life. I feel like he is a player. And like I said, he's very self-absorbed and selfish. And India, I feel like, yeah, she needs to make note of this. And, you know, when a bombshell comes in that's her type, she needs to ditch. Because Scott, I don't trust him, and I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. But I gotta hear from you guys in this situation. Like I said, I feel like Scott can date whoever he wants. I mean, it's a dating show. I totally get that, but I just feel like the way that he moves is a bit shifty. But what do you guys think about the situation? Do you feel like Scott has just been honest here, and you know it's not that deep, and you know India needs to remember what show she's on, or do you feel like India has a point? Does she have a right to be offended? Um, Navigating this situation, you know, is it right to be, you know, romancing someone, getting their hopes up, and then just switching up when a bombshell comes in? Is that right? What do you guys think about the whole situation? What do we think about India? What do we think about Scott? And what do we think about this new bombshell, Tina?